A lot of people are surprised to hear about the legitimate benefits that can come from cabbage juice. And I don't want you to view like I'm saying like cabbage juice is magic. I'm really not a fan of juicing in general. Like this is not one of those videos, oh, we're going to juice everything. It's going to be really nice. Like if your juice is delicious, it's really probably not very good for you. But cabbage juice, it's not delicious. So in this video, I'm going to help you understand the science behind the benefits of cabbage juice. There's a surprising number of studies that have shown how effective cabbage juice can be in specific situations. I'm going to help you understand who can really benefit from cabbage juice and how to use it the best way. Let's jump in.
TC Hale is not a doctor and does not claim to be a doctor or licensed in any type of medical field. Don't be an idiot and use anything heard on the show as medical advice. This information should be used for educational purposes only, and you should contact your doctor for any medical advice. Now get off me.
Now for these links that I'm going to put in the description below this video so that you can dig deeper into these if you want to, the surprising thing is that a lot of the things that cabbage juice is being used for are significant inflammation issues, things like ulcers in the stomach and gastritis. And I even have some links about some people using it for things like ulcerative colitis and different types of Crohn situations where there's inflammation in the digestive tract. And again, I'm not giving any medical advice on those specific issues. I'm not saying cabbage juice is going to cure your Crohn's or anything like that. But when you look at these studies that I share in the description below, it's really intriguing. And I've also seen firsthand with clients the benefits that can come from using cabbage juice to reduce inflammation. And again, cabbage juice is not magic because it's juice. It's just there seems to be some components in cabbage juice that through these studies show that they're very effective at reducing inflammation. Things like vitamin U, S-methylmethionine, sulfonium, and these things just seem to have the ability to reduce this inflammation. So what we like to see people do is they don't need to drink a whole lot, but you want to juice good organic cabbage and you want to juice it fresh. But a person could just drink like a cup per serving. You know, when we talk about using celery juice, we talk about it to reduce an overgrowth in the stomach and small intestine type situation. And most people need to use a significant amount to be effective, 16, 20 ounces even at a time. But with cabbage juice, it doesn't seem that a person needs that much. It seems like a cup per serving is fine. And depending on how significant their inflammation was, they could do between 1 to 4 servings per day. So doing it between meals away from food seems to be more effective, so it can be more available to the lining of the intestinal tract where that inflammation may be taking place. But some of the studies show that, people were improving things like ulcers or gastritis in as little as 7 to 9 days. I usually have clients use it for at least 2 weeks. If a client had a gastritis situation, for example, if you put HCl capsules in the stomach, it's really going to create some discomfort because it's like an open wound. That inflammation is like an open wound almost when there's gastritis, and when you put acid on there, it's really painful. So I like to see clients use cabbage juice for 2 or 3 weeks first before they would test that out again, before they would see have they reduced the inflammation enough. And just keep in mind that a lot of these issues where you're going to be using cabbage juice to try to improve inflammation, you may see improvement, but you're not really correcting the underlying cause of the problem. It's not taking care of whatever was creating that inflammation. So if a person has gastritis or ulcers, we know now that those are most commonly caused by bacteria in the stomach. And so a person would need to take steps to reduce that bacterial overgrowth, or they're just going to reduce the inflammation and then it's going to come right back. Same with some of these other inflammatory digestive issues. A lot of them are caused by a lack of bile flow and an inability to neutralize acids that are leaving the stomach. Some of them seem to be caused by, some type of overgrowth or varmint that's invaded the digestive tract. So there's a lot of things that can create inflammation. So you're still going to have to take steps to reduce the actual cause of that inflammation. But the cabbage juice seems to be very effective at reducing the actual inflammation in that moment to bring some relief to the person, which can be nice. And it doesn't really seem to matter whether a person uses green or red cabbage. They both seem to be beneficial. My viewpoint is that it really should be organic cabbage, because when you're juicing, you're really pulling a lot of the nutrients out of whatever you're juicing. And so if there's toxins in there, you're really pulling those out too. So I don't like to see people using just normally conventionally grown cabbage that could have been sprayed with some kind of pesticide or something. So we want to juice it fresh. We want to use organic. It could be red or green. And then a person might test out using between 1 to 4 servings per day. And it really is just a mild solution. I don't hear from people that experience any type of side effects. The studies don't talk about any side effects that happen. You know, like with celery juice, it can cause an overly loose stool for some people. Cabbage juice doesn't seem to do anything like that. So if you're dealing with an inflammatory issue in the digestive tract, test this out and let us know in the comments how it goes for you. And if you want to learn more about that gastritis issue and issues that can create that problem and how to fix that, you can jump over right now and check out our video on gastritis, a different viewpoint. I can't wait to hear about your results.